Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As you guys can see, we are in the shop today. We'll be headed outside to work on the truck shortly. And what we'll be working on today is a set of LED ditch lights. Now, I've actually had these LED lights for probably 2 or 3 years now. I'll have a link to the video up above, where I actually replaced the fog lights on my GMC 2500 and 05, replaced it with these. Well, I sold that truck, but I kept the lights. So I already had these lights, and I basically just needed a set of brackets. So what I picked up was a set of DC brackets off Amazon. I want to say these were like 50 bucks, something like that. And so yeah, the goal for today is basically to get these installed and see how they look. Now, just a fair warning, these might be mock-up only. I might do a permanent install. I'm just not sure. And what I mean by that is, I've actually been looking at the GM accessory lights as well. The Baja Designs teamed up with Chevrolet, and they actually came up with a couple sets of lights. So this might be kind of a precursor to that video. I'm just not sure. I just want to see how these look. But right now, I do want to just show you the DZ brackets, the kit that they offer. And basically, DZ, I actually had some of their parts on my old truck, the 2500. I have had some of their products before, and I never had any issues with it. So this install instructions, guys, it's very simple. Basically take the 13mm nut off the bottom of the hood, install the bracket, and you're good to go. They're kind of leaving the lights, the wiring, and everything else up to you. So what you guys can see here, we've got these pretty much universal LED four pot lights. And so on this passenger side here, this is almost kind of semi-installed looking, but just use the hardware that came with the LED lights. Put them on the bracket from DZ, and then the wiring is basically just your old universal 9005, 9006. This might be H7 as well. It's the older, headlights that were on the GMT 800. It's the same plug. And what I have here is actually a adapter, basically a pigtail. Picked up a set of these online. All right, guys, we're kind of describing electrical. Let's show you what we're gonna have to do. So for this electrical, we're gonna have a, red positive, black negative. The red positive will run down here into our weather pack connector, run a pin into there, so that will be our power, because this is the second switch on the interior. And then the ground, we're gonna have to run it right here, just put an I-ring on some black cabling and then ground that out right here next to the battery. If you guys want to protect the paint on here, put a little bit of painter's tape on the nut, and that should be all you can do. Now for the threads, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to protect that paint at all. That is going to come off a bit, but you can protect the nut by just wrapping that in some painter's tape. And then when you're done with the install, you obviously will have this black bracket underneath the blue bracket, the OEM one. Then you'll have those blue nuts like I was telling you about. Put those will be in front of this black bracket, and you'll be done with the install. For a mock-up, I think it looks okay. Obviously, it's not supposed to be tilted like this. But the one concern I have is what I saw with other videos was visibility issues. Let's show you from the inside. And so this is kind of what I'm talking about. Yes, it is a 3x3 cube. You're not going to be able to see through, but it is just another thing that you're going to have to look around. And these A-pillar bars are pretty thick. They're not as thick as my Chevy SS. And so from here on the driver's side, yeah, I can imagine that same 3x3 cube you're trying to see around. So you'd have a space like that you guys can't see. My knuckle is approximately where the fog light would be. And yeah, so that'd be interrupting your vision. And so yeah, I can understand why guys go with the A-pillar mounted ones and not the hood mounted ones, because they are in the way. Oh, and another thing a lot of reviewers have said is hood glare. These lights will shine right off the hood and throw a bunch of glare back at you when you're trying to see outside and not, see blue reflected paint reflected back at you. So that is another thing to be concerned about. So I have a decision to make. And so yeah, as I've alluded to, I will not be using these lights or these particular brackets. I'm probably just going to end up throwing them on my eBay store, because someone will pick them up cheap there, or maybe throw them on Facebook Marketplace. That always seems to be a good place to get rid of the stuff. But yeah, not any issues with DZ or anything like that. I kind of showed earlier in the video my concerns about visibility and all that stuff. So that's just my personal decision. And I think I do want them mounted on the A-pillar, just would look a little bit better. And you have no issue of it hitting the hood, hitting the glass, and all that stuff. So the one thing that I'll probably be using from this kit is going to be the electrical wiring. What I put together will work with the kit that I have. The auxiliary switch, the upfitter switch, the power wire that I've already ran. Like I said, I just need a ground and power. We're good to go. The kit I'm looking at, Baja Designs, they sell it two ways. One with the wiring, one without, so it's just the lights and brackets. I think that kit was about 280 bucks from the Chevrolet dealership. That was the best deal I saw online at this time. It's December of 2023, so that price may change. But yeah, so it's like 280 plus shipping, so probably about 300 bucks for the kit. I can use my own wiring, cut the pigtails off that they have, and utilize what I have. Now, the other thing I want to say about the Baja Designs is their wiring harness does not integrate with factory truck at all. None of your interior switches turn any lights on, you know, nothing of that works. You have to use a key fob. And I think their thought idea is that, you know, you don't have to run anything into the cabin, anything under the hood. Plug in the battery, plug it to ground, you're good to go. Well, I have that same setup because I've already ran the power wires through the firewall. So, you know, something to consider. And I think the Baja Design kit is expandable. What I mean by that is I think the key fob allows you to add other lights, other wiring, and, you know, you're allowed to program it. Guys, I don't need any of that. I've got a switch panel on the truck, all I need. So, and if I buy any more lights, run another wire through the firewall, it's not a bigger deal. So yeah, that's kind of my decision why I'm not gonna be running these lights. And so yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. If you guys want to see that Baja Designs kit install, hit that subscribe button, turn on your bell notifications. If you guys want to help support the channel, check out all the links down below. I will have a link to those. Probably won't be able to find those exact lights, but lights similar to that, those exact brackets, and probably the pigtails. I think I got that on Amazon as well. So provide all that information down below, and make sure you check out our website, BonecrrusherSS.com. Any contributions you guys make there go right back in the channel, the truck, the shop, the Corvette, these projects, and all that. So thanks, guys. Have a great one.